Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be a quick 10 to 15 minute practice that you can use to wake up your body, maybe upon rising in the morning, or maybe when you've been sitting for a long time, or focused on something, or stressed out, or feeling tense. Just something to open up your body, get things moving, get your prana flowing, your breath flowing. So welcome to the practice. Bring yourself down onto your back. We won't need any props for today. Find your way into a little shavasana. Take the feet wide to the outer corners of your mat. Arms out to the sides. You can turn the palms up or down. And just take a moment to be here and allow yourself to relax. Let yourself feel supported by the floor, by the earth beneath you. Let your back body get heavy. The feet get heavy, the backs of the legs, the sacrum, the back of the rib cage, the back of the shoulders, arms, skull. Let go of where you're coming from. Forget about where you're going next. Just let yourself be present right now. Just feeling into your body. Take a moment to check in. How do you feel? Let go of judgment. Honor where you are today. Every day is different. What's happening for you today? Focus on you for these next 15 minutes. As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate towards yourself as you move through this practice, and then to carry that off the mat and out into your day with you. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. Make an audible sigh. Another nice deep breath in through the nose and then sigh it out of your mouth. One more deep breath like that, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let go of anything that you're holding on to. Now begin to call yourself back. Begin to wake up your body. Invite movement in. Begin to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, yawn, sigh, wiggle, stretch. Roll out the wrists, roll out the ankles. Again, if you feel a yawn, go for it and see what your body just naturally, intuitively wants to do, how it wants to move when you yawn. And go with that. And then bring the feet together, legs together, reach your arms up overhead. Reach up through your fingers, down through your toes. And then reach up through the right fingers and down through the right toes. And then reach up through the left fingers and down through the left toes. And then again, reach it all out, fingers to toes. And then let everything relax. Now we'll lift up head, shoulders, torso, arms. Bring everything over to the right. And then walk your feet over to the right so that you're bringing your body into this half moon shape, this crescent shape. And if you like, you could cross one ankle over the other. You could bend the elbows, grab a hold of the forearms. Just let the right side of the body get heavy and soften. Breathe into the left side of the body. Find some space through the ribs. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Head, shoulders, torso. Legs come back to center. And then we'll take it over to the other side. Now, bring the head, shoulders, torso over to the left. Walk your feet over to the left so your bum is down on the mat, shoulders are down on the mat. Again, if you like, you could cross one ankle over the other, and if you like, you could bend the elbows, grab a hold of the arms. And then bring yourself back into center. Draw both knees into your chest. And then take the arms out wide in a T formation. Flip the palms up or down here. If you need to, you could flip the palms down to help you with a little bit of leverage here. But if it feels okay, you can keep the palms facing up towards the ceiling. Now we'll drop both knees over to the right. So the knees are hovering above the floor. And then bring the knees up to center. Drop both knees over to the left. And then bring the knees back up to center. Drop knees over to the right again. This time extend your left leg out towards the right side. Flex that left ankle, press out through that left heel. Left leg is hovering above the right. And then slowly begin to bring the left leg all the way down towards the bottom of your mat. And this action will sort of roll you over onto your back. Now draw that right knee into the chest, hug it in. Release that right leg down to the mat. Again, bend both knees, draw knees into your chest. Drop knees over to the left this time, knees hover. And now extend out through that right leg. Flex that right ankle, right leg will hover above the left. And then slowly begin to draw the right leg all the way down towards the bottom of the mat. Roll yourself over onto your back. Now hug that left knee into your chest. And then release that left leg down to the mat. Do it one more time on each side. Knees back into your chest. Drop knees over to the right. Extend that left leg out to hover. And then slowly bring that left leg all the way down to the top of the mat. Let it roll you over onto your back. You hug that right knee in. Release right leg down to the mat. One more time to the other side. Knees into the chest, arms wide. Drop knees over to the left. Extend right leg out to hover above the left. Then slowly bring that right leg all the way down towards the top of the mat. Roll over onto the back. Hug that left knee into your chest. Now draw both knees into your chest. Hug the knees in, hands to knees or shins. Pull the knees towards the armpits. And have the feet together or feet wide. And now take hands to the back of the thighs. Pull the knees into the chest, send your feet up towards the ceiling. Coming into a happy baby variation here. Drop your sacrum low back down to the mat. Knees bent. Imagine that you're planting your feet up on the ceiling. Stay just like this, or if it's accessible, reach up, grab a hold of your feet. Pull down on the feet. Draw the knees down. Stay here or gently rock yourself side to side. And then bring yourself to center. Drop your feet down to the mat. Send the legs down the mat. Reach the arms up overhead again. And now roll yourself over onto your right side. You can bend your knees, take the knees over to the right, but come all the way over so the knees will come down to the floor this time. So you bring yourself into a fetal position here. Curl yourself in. Bring your head towards the knees. Curl yourself into a little ball here. And then reach the arms up overhead. Begin to send the legs down the mat and feet back behind you. So you move yourself into a little bit of a back bend here, arching through the back. And then curl yourself back in, knees and chest drawing towards each other. Come back to that right side, and then slowly roll yourself over onto your back. Extend the legs out again, arms reach up overhead. And then roll yourself over onto the left side, bend the knees. Draw yourself in. Head moves down towards the knees. You find this little bit of a fetal position. You can rest head on the floor, or you could tuck your arm underneath. And then we'll begin to open it up here. Begin to extend the arms up overhead. Send the legs down towards the bottom of the mat, and then bend the knees. Draw the feet up behind you. Find that arch through the back. And then bring it back over onto the left side. Draw the knees up towards the chest. Curl in, finding that fetal position again. And then you slowly roll yourself over onto your back. Plant the feet down on the mat with the knees bent. Fingers down on the mat, arms down alongside the body. And then press into your feet. Begin to lift your hips up, coming into a little half bridge here. Just finding a little opening through the front of the hips, hip flexors. And then lower your bum, your hips, your sacrum back down to the mat. And again, press into the feet, press into the fingers. Find that half bridge again. Hips come up just a little bit. Find a nice line from the knees to the hips to the shoulders, and then lower your hips, sacrum back down to the mat. Let's do that one more time. Press into the feet, lift the hips up, half bridge, and then release yourself down. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Take your hands to the back of your thighs and begin to slowly bring the hands up the legs towards the calves, towards the feet, and curl yourself up, reaching the forehead up towards the legs. And then slowly the hands come back down the backs of the thighs. You lower head, shoulders, torso back down. Again, slide the hands up the back of the legs, curl yourself up, and release it down. And now reach arms up, bend the knees, bend the arms, the elbows. Begin to just shake out the arms and the legs. And then extend arms up overhead, legs down the mat. Reach it all out, fingers to toes. And then again, reach up through right fingers down through right toes. And then reach it up, left fingers down through left toes. Whole body reaches long once more, and then let everything relax. Arms come back out to the sides. Feet wide. Come back into your Shavasana. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to the belly. Connect in. Come back to your intention to be gentle, patient, loving, kind with yourself. Take one more deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out of your mouth. Release the hands and roll yourself over to one side. Pause here for a moment. And then slowly press down into your hands. Slowly lift yourself up. And find your way into a comfortable seat. Palms together at your heart. Thank you so much for sharing this short practice with me today. May you feel safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May your heart be filled with compassion, love, and may you know joy. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.